It started with a police officer staring at a pan of boiling vegetables and realizing the meat floating inside did not come from any grocery store. That moment, frozen in disbelief, would become the headline that shocked California. But before that pot, before the freezer, before the smell that made grown men gag, there was a woman named Omima Nelson, a 23-year-old Egyptian model with a smile that made strangers trust her and a temper that made acquaintances whisper warnings behind her back. She had arrived in California chasing sunlight and freedom, only to find herself tangled in a life far stranger than the glossy photos she posed for. Hello guys, welcome to my channel where interesting stories of true crimes, mysteries and cold cases are told. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, share it with your friends, and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Omima's story began on a quiet coastal street in Huntington Beach, where she lived in a small apartment decorated with mismatched furniture she swore looked bohemian, though her friends insisted it looked more like she rescued everything from a garage sale at 3 a.m. She worked odd jobs, including babysitting for families who adored her charm and pretended not to notice when she occasionally forgot snack times because she was too busy practicing her runway walk in their hallway. When she met Bill Nelson, she thought she had stumbled into the American dream with a discount code. Bill was older, taller, overly generous, and dressed like someone who had watched one too many cowboy movies. He took her on fancy dinners where she ordered items she couldn't pronounce, but insisted were authentic Egyptian choices. Bill laughed at everything she said, and for a while, life looked picture-perfect in a weird sitcom kind of way. But behind closed doors, love started to feel more like a negotiation, one where both sides were losing. Their arguments grew louder than the neighbors' televisions, and the Thanksgiving weekend of 1991 would explode into a nightmare no scriptwriter could have invented. Omima would later claim she fought for her life. The evidence, however, looked like something out of a horror film produced on a very confused budget. Police found containers, foil-wrapped objects, and a freezer that no one wanted to open. Not even the detectives who bragged they had seen it all. The officers who walked into her apartment that day would remember the smell forever. One even joked that he'd never eat vegetable stew again, ruining his wife's favorite dinner for decades. But beneath the shock, beneath the headlines and sensational stories, there remained a haunting question about what pushed Omima to the breaking point and whether the truth was buried beneath fear, trauma, or something darker. And as the case spiraled into one of California's most unforgettable trials, one thing became clear. Nothing about Omima Nelson's life, love, or choices would ever fit into a simple explanation. And the deeper investigators looked, the stranger the story became. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and tell us what you learned in the comments below.